I guess that started a little early. All right. All right. All right. What's up, fam? It is Wednesday and we are on the precipice of spooky season. Bitcoin having some troubles here. On our last stream. We talked about some downside targets where we'd look for Bitcoin to bounce. We try to calm you down, try to take the excitement or the fear down just a level. Hopefully we did that. Today we are seeing further decline. However, it is important to note we are still up for the month about 4%. October, you know, my favorite part of October is all of the red candles. That'd make a great tweet. I should tweet that. All the red candles, right? But in perspective, we are up. We are up for the quarter. September, everyone was expecting downside. We didn't get it. This month, testing our patience, as it tends to do over and over again, testing our mental health, our grit, our determination, and our belief. But things are okay. Someone said something in the live chat earlier I wanted to just touch on with basically something around the lines of like Bitcoin, you know, we're getting excited about not having big moves. Either way, what they were getting at is I think they were sensing their sentiment or their kind of feelings toward the space being manipulated, and that is 100% on par with Bitcoin. Time and time again, it has done one consistent thing, and that is get us used to something, whether that something is going down, going up, not moving at all, moving sideways. And then when we finally kind of hit that breaking point of, man, this is just how it is forever, we tend to see the big moves come. So this is not new. This is not something, I don't know, unique to this situation. Bitcoin loves to do this, tests our patience, really pushes us to the brink. And then finally, once we give up, it moves. So let's look over those targets again. And I do have a rather big trade place. Let me pull this up before it might fill. Placed this a little bit ago. It is on Femex. You can check out tomcrown.io/Femex. The link is in the video description. $24,000 long. We're putting on some big boy pants here. I don't know, like 5x or something, 10x. Oof, I didn't realize it was 10x, maybe too big. But we'll check in on this if it fills during the live. Something tells me it might. And let's go over what we're looking at here. So last week, very explosive. Doesn't need to really be said again. This week, coming down 4.7% here. Looking at these weekly candles, we can see 62.8 sitting down here. This is last week's open. We have not tested it yet. In fact, we're about halfway through the upside we saw last week. Pulling back, shaking out those hands. So I know I just flashed the long. You didn't get to see it very closely, but here it is. There's not a lot to this. Important factors here. Stop is tight. It's about a 1% stop loss. Getting right out of this position because we have lower targets that I'm more confident in a bounce or in support holding at than right here. But I figured this would be good for the live stream. Maybe I'll sacrifice some money to the spice gods. Yeah, we'll find out. I'll make good content. So that long sitting at 65.6, our previous weekly resistance from the end of September. We've broken it, closed above, and now it does look like the market's coming back to test it. About $100, $200 away from that entry, the equivalent of what's a $100 move now? 6,500 is a 10% move. 650 is a 1% move. 65 is a 0.1, so 0.3% move down, and we will get filled hopefully during this live stream. Not a lot of changes to the chart. You know, on Monday I was talking about these targets that we'll get to again, but saying basically I'm not really convinced that this sell-off is going to happen yet. We were looking for a specific close. We'll get to that time frame next. We didn't get it. We got kind of the bearish outcome. And so here we are looking for further downside targets into this red sell-off. Let me take a peek here to remind you guys, or people who were not here Monday, maybe new viewers, welcome. We identified the most bullish signal Ichimoku cloud is capable of. I'm not going to get into the details this time, but we got the cross up. That is still in play. That's still in play. This is not invalidated. I think maybe close below 62. We'll talk about it invalidated, but at this moment, not really on my radar. We're coming off some very bullish stuff. That close last week included Ichimoku cloud, some moving average things. It's not a surprise to see red this week. What would be a surprise to me and could be alarming is if we do have a bearish engulf close on the week. That's going to make a pretty rough looking end of October. And at the moment, I'm still leaning towards this October is good. We're still up. We traded low. We traded back high. We closed candles higher. I'm not worried about that yet, but it's on my radar for sure. Bollinger Bands still haven't hit the top of the band somehow. I don't know what's going on with this. I've never seen them behave this way. I wouldn't say that that means something is wrong or, sick. Nothing's broken. It's just odd, man. It's just odd to see 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly closes green above the Bollinger Band on the weekend, no touch to the top. Very unusual. Very, I'll say, low probability kind of that happening even once. I don't know. Certainly that many times in a row, even crazier. Weekly doesn't look any different, nor will it until the next week starts. Tesla, we just got a Tesla alert, random. Tesla crossing 213. We might have to look at Tesla in a little bit. Markets overall having a rough day from what I'm gathering. Looking at the day, so here's where things get a little more interesting, a little more detailed. Many people may have been tempted to go long at 66 or 65.8 or 65.9 from the daily closes of the exact same weekly high that we're talking about. I chose the lower target because I like bigger time frames. Bigger time frames, more confidence, more liquidity, more support, more important to the chart, really every reason. Whenever you can, zoom out. We always start the stream on a very high time frame like the month and then zoom in. New traders tend to want to zoom in and get the second chart and try to find alpha there and think that somehow that's going to work out. The smaller the time frame, kind of the more gibberish and the more noise you're looking at, the less anything really matters. And I would argue once you get into, let's say, seconds or ticks on an exchange, literally you're looking at worthless data virtually 100% of the time. Bitcoin moving here. Let me pull this back up. Have we filled? Nope. FEMX still. It looks like a few dollars above. We hit 681. We need a $70 move down, a 0.1% move down to fill. We'll pull that up when we do. As soon as I turn the chart away, it's like, okay, we'll fill now. What was it? Daily. So the daily close we're looking at on Monday when I was saying, I'm not really sure if this is happening. We had sold off, we had hit low, and we were moving back above what was at the time a daily order block looking for support, hoping for that bounce back to the 0.5 or 618 retracement at like 68.1. I think we did get pretty close. We got pretty close. We hit just under 68. So we were within, I'll say, a margin of error, but wrecked. We didn't get a strong close, and today you can see continuing that trend. Yesterday closed as a doji, which offered some hopes of reversal as bulls refused to let that day close green or close red. Today selling off, virtually no top wick on today's candle, meaning at 8 p.m. last night might have traded up for a few seconds before dropping down here onto today's low. Man, that's hovering at our entry. Hovering. Son of a bitch. If we get snaked, I'm going to be mad. That'll be really annoying. Let's take a look at our moving averages. What's happening here? So the targets we were talking about where we're confident in a bounce, certainly it wasn't this number. I'm playing it a little bit risky. I don't recommend you guys ever follow my trades blindly. You got to make your own decisions. You got to teach the man to fish, not give the man a fish. The targets we're looking for from the downside, we have a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a metric ton of Confluence right at this level. So I started by saying the things to know about this trade is my stop loss is tight. I'm looking to bail out pretty much as soon as it goes past my entry because 63.2. I'm going to look to probably move that long down here if it gets stopped out. We have so much Confluence, it is ridiculous. Without wasting half an hour, because there's probably a half an hour worth of talking about Confluence here, we had resistance, a lower low. We painted an order block or a fair value gap directly under the 200-day moving average earlier this month. However, that was above those previous candles closes. We then broke through the 200-day, moved to a higher high. Man, what else is even here? Our 618 retracement is here. On top of that, looking at just moving averages, we have the 200-day, which we have discussed, acting as support when we broke it. When we broke through it as resistance, saying coming back and back testing it would not only be a great flush out of leverage, but it is a great, just technical, textbook resistance to support flip. Further compounding that Confluence is our 50-day moving average is creeping up, looking to cross that 200 with a official daily golden cross. We have not had one of these since, yes, the end of October last year. Weirdly, this one, the timing is virtually the same. This cross looking to come in at the end of October, just as it did last year. And man, history is really rhyming lately. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like how laid out and easy it is. It makes me question everything. But tons and tons of Confluence in that level, 63.2. Going to be looking down there if this one gets stopped out. This is more of a scalping play. I haven't decided a take profit on it, but I could look to just kind of bitch out at 67.4. We'll see. We'll see if it even fills today. We'll take it one step at a time. So moving averages, we got, what else do we got here? 20-day right here, 64.7. Now I want to move my stop down a little bit, get it underneath that 64.7. Nope. I don't want to play that game. The game of moving your stop loss down because you see something and then you just continuously move it down to the point where you're like, well, I actually don't even need a stop loss because I've gotten liquidated. I kept moving it down. There kept being another level. Kind of important to stick to your guns. Stick to your guns in that sense. Okay. Down to the 12, we are approaching it. I'm just burning time because I really do think this is going to fill that $24,000 clickbait fuel, $24,000 limit order long coming in live here. 65,646, just need a $30 move to fill me, baby, fill. That's going to be fun if that hits and bounces. I'm going to be very happy about that. Almost. Come on, just do it. Just do it now. Like, what are you waiting for, man? What are you waiting for? 12-hour RSI looking for a reset here, coming down below that 50 line. I'm sure there's some kind of bullish divergence somewhere. It's a little bit too early to call, though. Gonna need to see some kind of reversal before I really feel confident in that. Money flow green, but looking a little bit weaker. We may be in for some more red, for more spooky. Damn, look at these 4-hour candles. Look at this. Sideways, very thin, low volatility. This is some of the lowest volatility we've seen, I want to say, all year. Now these 4-hour red candles getting expansive, getting bigger and bigger, bubbling down. Looks overdue for a green, if you ask me. Let's look at this structure a little bit. Look at this. You know, it's interesting. I noticed this last night when I was just kind of zoned out. Each one of these highs above the 200-day has retraced after painting kind of a similar rounded bottom, higher high. You'll notice back here, it didn't actually hit the higher high, but some similarities. And then some similarities again back in August. Not really relevant, but I just noticed it. There it is again. There she blows. Calm it down, man. 65.4. No, go back down. Fill me. Don't you dare go up before filling me. I don't like that green candle. Don't you dare. 2-hour, RSI in the dirt, money flow down. Hourly, let's take a peek. Coming to our range lows here. No bull div. Really no signs of anything yet. This is just pretty cleanly down at the moment. As we zoom into these minutes, I do notice there is a high trend here somewhere. We're going to mark that on our chart. Not seeing any signs of stopping yet. We did go live, however, just a little bit ago. We went live and feel comforted that when we go live, typically the move stops, at least until we're done. Don't bet on that. But very consistently it does. Maybe it's the 1 o'clock timing. Maybe it's all the whales watching. I'm not sure. But at least for now, at least while we're live, maybe I can hold the entire market up with this YouTube stream. 5-minute hitting these lower lows. Somewhat of a nice candle for the 5-minute. But man, This is trapped under some pressure. I'm going to add this downward trend line. I don't have really that much more analysis to do. We really have gone over the same things for a while, and the downside targets haven't changed. Upside targets, new all-time highs this year, hasn't changed in my opinion. Not a lot to update. Not a lot. Just waiting for these orders to fill. Son of a bitch. Am I getting skunked, guys? You think it's not going to fill? You think I'm really going to get played like that? On Binance, it hit 637. We're 610. Don't change the plan, Tom. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Don't change it. Right. That retracement was very shallow. That's okay. We're going to maybe see what this looks like. I'm not really loving it. Levels that are maybe in between 63.2 and current price. We could look to October 15th's low, 64.8. It was our whipsaw down before our move up. Certainly, if I were a market maker looking to stop out longs, under the context of I'm looking to run it and I don't want them to have longs open, I think 64.8 is probably where most of the stop losses placed, I want to say all throughout this price range, are going to be sitting. We can look at liquidation levels and stuff like that to kind of confirm. Maybe get a better view of that in the stream. Here we go. Close 5 minute. Give me one more red candle, baby. One more red. You can do it. There we go. Good boy. That's it. I don't have any more intro for you. I know. These intros have been getting, I think, shorter and shorter. It's only 20 minutes. All right. That's good. That's not bad. But that's positive, because that means we can chat, see what you guys are looking at, how you're feeling today. So I'm going to pull up the live stream. We do have a poll going. 200 votes. It's kind of a silly poll. Hype it up. Halloween is going to be spooky, boring, spicy, or I'm new here, and why? What is with this poll? Feel free to answer that. If you are new, I do ask, let us know in the chat. I want to see if we have new viewers here today. It's always great when we have people stumbling into this channel for the first time. We've been live on YouTube regularly, every week, almost every day, but every week for 5 years. If this is your first time joining, you finally found your home. This is the place to be. If you guys could, for me, double check that you've hit the like button, that you're subscribed to the channel, that you've joined our Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Just engage. And then let's see what everybody's looking at today. What's up, Cap? David Kane. Let's get low. How low do you guys want? No one. You're looking at OG coin. What's up, John Johnson? Long-time Crown Sim. That's my guy. You hear John Cena is here, but I don't see him. Apparently, John Cena follows me on Twitter. I learned that this morning, right before the stream. He also follows a million other people, so I don't feel too special, but I had no idea. Just subscribe. Thank you, Gringayo, my friend. Appreciate you. I saw Shayob subscribe, Sander Van Caspel, Trucker Scott, Phil Thompson, OJ Face. Good name. Good name. Also subscribing. Get your name up on the board. Gonna look for 133,000 subscribers today. We can get 75 while we're live. If not, we'll just get it through the videos and stuff. We get 100 a day passively at this point. But Jarky's here. Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me, Brendan. What's up, Hussein Amin? Looking at Sol Bitcoin. It is moving up. I saw that this morning. Mattis is here. Laser eyes. That's why I wear the shades. Radium. I know you're looking at a Bad Baptist. Soul looking spicy. A lot of Soul chatter today. 1, 2, 3, 4 people talking about Soul. Interesting. Up from maybe 1 on Monday. Super strong. It hasn't budged at all. We'll take a look at Soul next then. Soul's up on the list. Mr. 100 with the super chat, my friend. It won't go under 64,000. You pinky promise. All right. Rizla. What's up? Subscribing. Good name. The Rizla. Did I fill? No, I didn't fill. Lissai. Wow, that's pain, man. That's pain. Look at that. Just tickled. Son of a bitch. We'll keep following. Any chance of ICP, VV Pusky for you, baby? Yeah, we could do that. We could look at ICP. Did I miss anything else in the chat? Michael Norris membershiped in the beginning. Nice. Good to have you, man. You're here. Who else is here? I see Alex Wells. What's up, brother? Bagdesh Warham. What's up, man? Black Cat Cometh, Brendan Cap, Derek Merrill, David Kane, Cherry City Bullies. What's up, Cherry City? Geek Myth, Good Looks Gaming, Gringayo, Harry Hood, Hossein, JC, John Johnson, K, Line in My Pocket, Mattis, Moggy Games on Twitter X, Michael Norris, Mike Volmer, Mr. Blank, Mr. 100, Nathalie Williams, No One, Oh No Y2K, Paul Wood, Queen, what's up, Queen? Randy, Rizla, Robert Liu, S, Pickle, how you doing, Pickle? Good to see you. GM, Tito Gaines, Tonzi Norman, Vivi Puski, Wick, X47, even XRP Goat, Quiet Days. As you'll see, we barely have 400 viewers right now. Whatever. Not the spiciest of day. I didn't really expect it to be. I think we'll have spicy days ahead, but I'm glad that so many people still showed up. You guys make it worth it every single day. You're really betting on a bounce 64.2? 64.2? Where are you getting 64.2 from? Out of curiosity. Let me know. JC is live. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Jason Casper being live when we're live certainly splits up some viewership. Certainly. But yeah, it's also just not quite that spicy, in my opinion. We got red candles. We had kind of an unspectacular high, right? We didn't even hit 70,000. We hit 69.5. Now we're falling back down. I think people in general are just bored of this. I understand. I feel it. I am too. This range has been brutal, man. We have been trapped between 75, but really you can say we've been trapped between like 70 and what, like low 50s for almost, it's like almost a year now. It's not quite, it's an exaggeration, but for just so long. Is it 8 months? I don't know. I think people are just bored of this range. I really don't think spiciness will return until we either break below 50K or we break above 75. And I think one of the two is coming by the end of the year. I still think up. I still think we're moving up. You're bored of this? Me too, man. You're telling me I can't escape. Wow, what is going on with my nose? My allergies have been off the hook the last week. I can't escape it. You guys can escape it. That's okay. Everybody needs breaks in crypto. It is grueling, and it's, in my opinion, intentionally grueling. It's meant to feel this way. You can take breaks. You can come back. We'll be here. I can't take breaks, so that's the problem. I'm stuck here, reporting on the same prices day in and day out, but I do it for you. Up, up, up. Be patient. I agree. We have the FOMC coming in November. Also in November, and kind of unrelated. Where is this tab? Unrelated, but also in November, I'm going to Dubai, November 8th through 10th for the Crypto Content Creator Campus. Some great names going to be there. Looking forward to it. Check it out. I do believe it's like open to non-creators. I think you can go there as like a retail person. Lots of great names. Going to be a good time. Never been to Dubai before. I'm stoked. I told them I would shout it out like every stream, so gotta keep pulling it up. You've been patient? See, that's the thing. I agree. We have been patient. What if I described the Bitcoin chart and price to you in a different way than using numbers? What if the catalyst or the motivator for price action is less about charts, less about adoption, less about even buying and selling? What if it is more about, in this kind of context, like a line, like a queue, right? And Bitcoin gives us these long periods of boring, these long periods of scary, these long periods of euphoria. And basically, it's just trying to get people out of that queue. And so things get boring and they stay boring. And we say, it's been boring, you know, like it's already been boring. What that means is people have left that queue. And essentially the only winners are the people who make it to the front of the line. It's not a perfect analogy, but on some level that exists. And so if you're feeling bored, I always like to kind of fall back on this to keep myself motivated. If I'm feeling bored or I'm feeling bad, the chances of just retail Joe feeling that 100x, right? Not looking at charts, not tuning into Tom Crown, getting the cool calmness. They're out. They're out. And that means we're well farther into whatever we're doing than we think. It might feel like this will never end, but usually when it feels like it's never going to end, it's just about to end. It really is like that, though. sometimes I think that the price is like not as important as just like that concept of getting the people out. You can't hang with this. It's been like 6 months. That's too much for you. You're out. That's fine. But if you can stay in that line, at least for the last 15 years, knock on wood, it's worked out. Casper, WTF. What's going on with the Casper chart? Didn't they join H-bar or something? I saw Crypto Mason posting about it. I didn't really read into it though. Trading is the art. Andy V Dub. Spot on there, man. Trading is the art of taking from the impatient, basically. Giving it to the patient. It's very true. That's why I like reject the get rich quick thing so harshly. The concept or the mindset of getting rich quick is just a one-way ticket to wrecked. Nobody I've ever met has had that mindset and gotten rich quick. It just never happened. Maybe if they bought a lottery ticket, something like that. What comes first, Bitcoin all-time high or your second child? I would say all-time high. Casper's a scary ghost. Well, it is spooky season. Shout mom for always being true and being there. Shout out to everybody's moms. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to moms. Moms are the best. Dixie chart is weird. Yes, the dollar has broken past where we were or where I was expecting it to go. We'll take a look at the dollar here. Bitcoin not filling me. Dude, that's such a blue balls. That's so blue balls. And as we started the stream, it was moving down, moving towards there. We're going to look at Sol. We got the dollar. Let's take a peek there. The dollar blasting past my expectations. No matter what happens, up or down with the dollar, it just never seems to move the way I expect it. Or it moves the way I expect it sometimes, but it never seems to stop at the levels that you expect it to stop at. The dollar blasted through 104.1. Wild. This was pretty serious support that was broken. This was our 618 retracement. It was a lot of really good confluence sitting at this level to at least reject price short term. This was a pretty parabolic rally for the dollar just in September, October. Still moving. 105 sits at our 786 retracement. Still technically a lower high. Still keeping the dollar in a bearish condition if the high is in there. But at this point, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's a sit and wait, like a wait and see situation. Likely putting downside pressure on the rest of markets. Here we go. There's the month. Looking for downside pressure on the rest of markets as the dollar increases. It is able to buy things with less dollars, meaning the price of things goes down. Man, look at this month. It's 3.72%. The dollar is up almost as much as Bitcoin in this month. What have we become? What have we become here? What's happening? I'm not sure it's even showing signs of stopping yet. Maybe if today it gets nuked, because you can see this candle started under 104.1. If it gets nuked by the end of the day, then it's probably tops in. We're going for that retracement. But if it closes up 105, maybe you're looking back to 106.5. Like, this is just a wild ride. Also, we say, oh man, it's been so boring. Look at the dollar. Imagine being like a dollar investor. I don't even know what that would mean, but imagine we looked at this chart every day. Bitcoin sideways is nothing compared to the dollar sideways. All the way back to November of 22, the bear market bottom, it has been in this range, 107 to 99. Almost 2 years total. It'll be like 2 years next month. Wow, it honestly just looks like it's picking up steam. I don't know how it's possible. What I do suspect is that between now and then whenever our elections, whenever the elections are, I think most charts that are running are going to reverse. Whether they're running to the upside or downside, I would expect some of that momentum to break. No, it doesn't matter who wins when I talk about this concept. It's just, I think markets are starting to like pricing in things. And almost no matter what, we end up seeing that reverse. We're going to look at Solana next as Bitcoin trades sideways into the stream. Good, Bitcoin. Well done, Bitcoin. Exactly as predicted. We're going to look at Solana. I think the only ones I had pulled up were like Jupe. Jupe hit that dollar something target. Wasn't looking too bad. I'm sure you guys have some other charts for us to look at. heard 4 people ask for Solana earlier, so we're jumping into it. Solana versus Bitcoin is the actually interesting chart. Solana versus the dollar, largely sideways, but Solana versus Bitcoin, breaking 2 higher highs after closing a higher high last week, moving up towards resistance. You might have to redo this chart, spin a little bit. Yeah, look at, I had 0026 from over here. What? Why is it from, it must have been an old line. No, it's from the week. Okay. Okay. Now that we moved up, let's look for our upward trend. Okay. Not at breakout level quite yet. We could keep this, but I think this makes more sense now. Doesn't change it too much. 0027. Doesn't change it that much. Let's throw our fib here. Boom. At the 618. At the 618. If it can keep moving, doesn't have much to go. It's going right to resistance off of a higher low, probably going back to 0031. We don't look at the MACD as often as we should, mostly just because we should look at everything. Not enough time to look at everything, but this is pretty spicy. On the week, we see selling momentum again waning. Looking for its 4th week of waning selling momentum here. Our basis line and our leading, or whatever it's called, lagging line, leading line, looking to cross bullishly again. Above the 0 line. That is a powerful setup. Has this ever happened before? Not really. Not on Solana. Giving us some kind of reduced selling pressure signal. Money flow in the week, rocketing up, looking very healthy. I wish Bitcoin looked like this. Let's go down to the day. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where are we at? Right here. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, just green candles, baby. Seems to be gaining strength as Bitcoin kind of losing strength or chilling out with its momentum. I could see something like this playing, floating up at least to that descending high trend, which would give you maybe another 10, 15% move. I'm just guessing. 3% move. Wow, wildly off. Perhaps break into that resistance. I would not be surprised, though, to see a pullback somewhere here, somewhere a little bit lower than price is currently. 0023, 238, 239, something like that. See where that retracement fits. Not very good. Ooh, if it does, okay, yeah. I'm going to do this. These are, of course, just projections. They're not to be totally followed or trusted. But I could see something like this, a move to resistance since you've broken your local resistance with a nice higher low. If that happens, your 618 sits right there at previous resistance. That'd be a beautiful move. Little fake out above the trend, move back down, hold that higher low, and you're definitely looking for higher. Definitely looking to test that 0031 if you can hold that low. If this all plays out. I need a new alert. Dollar pair not doing much. Let's see. I think our long might have filled though. Yep. Nope. Actually, not quite. 162.27. Not quite filled. But I do like this about it. This chart looking much better. Finally painting out that flat top. Breaking through resistance off of a higher low. Coming back to test that resistance as support. I think is a good setup to move towards that $200 target. So far, it's followed the arrows very well. Let's hope that continues. If Solana does break below, I can call it maybe 150. Things are going to look a little different. Maybe this pattern not quite as clean cut as we are looking for. But at the moment, just trading sideways above previous resistance. I think that's some strength. Money flow having a little bit of a time there. Seeing momentum chill out. Money flow coming back down. The kind of upward pressure being reduced. But I think that's just due to the kind of brakes pumping on the rest of the market. I don't think that's Solana specific right now. Ooh, 158 on the week. That double top, 158, 159. That might be the entry. Money flow. Whoa. Whoa. Weekly money flow at a higher high. VWAP up, momentum up. Yeah. Well, while I'm not going to all in on Solana or something, I certainly do not plan on betting against it. Not in this current situation. I think that is a very rough bet. Ooh. Damn, you guys are finally directing me to the good charts. There's something going on here. There's something brewing. By the way, whatever happened? Remember like we kept hearing about Celsius and FTX and like at Q4, there's like $16 billion are like being unlocked and blah, blah. Whatever happened to that? Where are those billions? What's going on with that? Somebody could check in. I would appreciate it. Because I was promised a pump. We're not getting it. We did Solana, did Dixie quickly, did the dollar, or did Bitcoin. What else is good, my friends? Meme coins, yeah maybe. I don't know. Got meme coins. I'm not gonna rant about liquidity right now. Not in the mood. OTC, maybe. It does seem as if these ETFs are just buying OTC, like completely. How can we have so many billions of dollars bought in ETFs, yet price has not really moved? Doesn't make any sense to me. I think something weird's going on with that. It would not surprise me to learn down the road that there's some kind of shadiness going on with the spot assets of ETFs. And of course, I'm not an expert on ETFs. So things I might find shady might be totally par for the course, but wouldn't be surprised. What's going on? Paper trading? Again, I mean, it seems to have about the same impact as paper trading. Last liquidity, 65.5 might be the bottom. I mean, I would love if 65.5 was the bottom, because that would mean that this $25,000 long limit order fills and doesn't get stopped. Has not filled yet. Still waiting. Although she might be coming right now, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles on the 5. Good stuff. What's up, D Godfather? Dumpo Pumpo. Who here wants a dump? I'm going to close this poll. We're going to put a poll if you want to dump or pump. Giggity. I'm going to close this. You can vote really quick while we're here. This bull run has been shit run. I'll address that in a second. While I'm here, guys, can you hit these placebo buttons for me? Let's just take 15 seconds. I'm starting to think that these do count as engagement. So could we all do it? Just a few of us. Click this as fast as we can. Get as many of these in as we can really quick. Let's see if the numbers pump on the stream. We're grinding our way up to 500 viewers. Slowly but surely, just like the corn. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. So good little thing to hit. Nice softball. This bull market has been BS. So this is the problem here with that concept, right? This is the problem. If we were to look back at the previous cycle, we would be right here. We'd be right here. We would be below the previous year's high. We'd be below the previous all-time high. Look at where we are now. We are at the previous all-time high. We've broken it this year, and we're just chilling here. So in some ways, this is probably the most explosive, the most bully bull run that we've seen, not percent-wise, but just price action-wise. Pre-having all-time high, chilling here. Yeah, it's been boring. It's been painful. Doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like we're sitting at the all-time high, does it? In all honesty, to me, it feels like we're chilling right here. The amount of hype we see, very little. The amount of new viewers we see, very little. New retail coming in, new investor, very, very low. There's a mismatch there of what the chart has done and how we feel today. And no, you're not stupid or anything like that. It's not judgment against you, because we all feel it. I was talking about this earlier. There's a mismatch, though. Reality isn't lining up with our feelings. And when I say our feelings, I mean as a group, as the crypto space, our feelings. And they are important. How we feel tends to be the exact opposite of what happens. So the fact that I agree with you, this bull market sucks, I agree with you, is probably a good sign. Is probably a bear, or like a bullish sign, because that just tends to be how it goes. Reality is saying we're doing good. Off of the all-time high, what percent are we at? We're 8%. No, that wasn't right. It didn't grab the right number. We are not even 11% off the all-time high. So to put that in perspective, when did that happen in the previous bull run? Let's see. When did we hit 18K? Hold up. We are at the equivalent of next month, November 16th. No, that's 7%. Yeah, close enough. We're like very close to where we were. It's almost identical. And the fact that back here was very exciting. This was very exciting. And here, not very exciting after just this sideways. I think that bodes well. I think that's an argument that things are going to get very, very interesting very soon. The timeline on that could be, like, seriously, it could be this week. Could be into Friday. We could see a total reversal and like a giant candle. Could be into November to match more like the last cycle. Hell, it could be in January, right? It could be next year. But things are much better than they feel. And I know that doesn't make it better, but try to just kind of hold on to that concept. Put it in your pocket. Things aren't much better than they feel. Certainly, if you started investing March of this year, things probably feel bad, but I don't think that's most of us. Sucks if you're in alts. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Well, I try to warn you guys. That's the thing about alts. People say, oh, the upside, the upside. Man, crypto has the upside. It's the downside that you want to protect against. That's why I do have alts, but I keep them much smaller. I made that mistake when I started trading. I did too much alts. I held them. I would have been better off just buying Bitcoin all these years later if I just bought Bitcoin then for the majority of them. Let me put this poll up. What do you want the market to do next? Dump, please. Pump it. Be honest. I don't want you guys to, I don't know, just BS it. Put your honest opinion, because this is actually important data. It seems silly, but it really is. The upside is not guaranteed with alts. That's a good point. NERO alert. I love to say the upside is guaranteed with Bitcoin, but there, of course, is no such thing as guarantees in trading. But I can say that for the entirety of its history, it has broken all-time highs. For 15 years, basically, it's broken all-time highs. Most alts hit their all-time highs in the first cycle and have never gone back. There's very few exceptions. Very few. Bitcoin is the rock, baby. And times like this is when you really understand why people sit in Bitcoin. I don't care what the market does. I just want it. Damn it. That was a good response. That's how I feel. I'm right there with you, Chris Profit. At this point, I don't really care if it moves up or down. I just want it to leave this range. I am so unsatisfied with this freaking 60 to 70 range, 55 to 70 range. I'm done with it. If I were you guys, please don't do this because we need viewers. But if I were you guys, I probably would just be checked out. If I wasn't streaming this every day, I'd probably check out and like, I don't know, get a hobby for a little bit, set my alerts at 75K and come back. That like is what it is. Time-based capitulation, absolutely just a user. Absolutely. Hobby horsing. Ooh, little hobby horsing. Let's see, 57% say pump it. 43% say dump it. For our channel, that is a lot of dump it. Not gonna lie. You're not getting any younger. Me neither, man. Me neither. What's up, dirty white boy? So done. It's all right, guys. It's okay. If you need to take a break, it's okay. I know no other YouTuber will tell you that because they need your clicks, they need your views, they need your money, they need you to buy their paid groups, you know. They can't tell you that, but I can tell you that. It's okay. We all feel this way. I feel this way. I legit do not think I would be spending that much time on charts right now if I wasn't streaming this live to you guys all the time. And when you check out, the big move comes. It's almost like clockwork. Like if you check out today, I bet it moves tomorrow. Like it's wild. It's like when you decide to sell everything in a position because you're down and then it just goes up instantly. Checking back in on this trade, still not filled, and I am very trolled by it. Not looking off the table though at this point. It really reached down there. Just outside, man. Just outside our freaking, what is it? 0.26% move to the downside to get that $24,000 long fill. Patiently waiting, just like we have been. What Alex said. What's up, Janix? What's up, Two Big Paws? Tom, just need your love. Yes, I do. I need your love. We preach the good stuff. We need to get our message out there. There are so many really well-funded scammy messages that get very loud voices. And for some reason, people still follow them. They can cover up our message. Our message needs to be heard. People need to know the reality of investing, of trading. They need to know this stuff. It's just not sexy. It's not clickbaity. Moving on. What's up, DP? The final capitulation and the final capitulation and final. Very well put. Going to check out your trading vids? Cool. Vivek, yeah. We have a great playlist of trading videos, man. I actually am going to publish a new one tomorrow. Check them out. They're free. This way the pump will taste better. Yes, it will. What's up, Mark Lufkin? How you doing? Touch grass. Yeah. Waiting for 66% dominance. I bet it's coming. We definitely should take a peek at dominance, especially while Bitcoin's doing nothing. Let me do this, though. I got a few alerts while we were live today. Let's just check them out. We're not going to like make a whole chart. Let's just check out what's going on here. NERO, man, alts are wrecked. NERO breaking low. What does this look like? Nothing. 0.5, nothing. Man. NERO alts are getting wrecked, dude. You got a penny. A penny is always a solid place to look. Oh, that is 24 hours. Yikes. At least you're not all in on NERO, I hope. Tesla alert as well. What's Tesla doing? Breaking low. Wow, I'm very surprised. Tesla didn't look to fill that upward gap. It opened really low on the 11th. It just swept that liquidity. Now we'll see how this daily candle turns out. What else we got? Qubits for Sharknado before he super chats for it, man. Qubits we were looking at the other day. We didn't get a fill, but it did have pretty spicy morning. Still up 5%. But you can see basically being rejected by its 200 daily moving average here. Close above and things can look pretty good pretty quick. Jupe, yep, that's the one I forgot. Jupe's still pushing. This thing was just kind of marching to its own beat this entire time, like since August. Vaguely following with August's low, September's low, putting in a double bottom versus a higher low, and just moving sideways, never filling our 66-cent target. It did hit $1, which was our take profit. Today, put in a higher high. Kind of looks like it's settling back down into that low, though. Or it's settling back down underneath that resistance. 91 cents. That's the same thing as last stream. Probably looking. What do we got here? The whiff short still playing. I legit did not think this would play out, but whiff continues down, man. That descending trend line really brutal on the whiff chart. Is $1.90 gonna hit? I don't know, but it is a good target. Is $1.50 gonna hit? Even better target. I don't know. Gonna keep following this. What else we got? Not a lot with MPC. For the MPCers, looking for 23.6, 24 cents. Basically just playing it back to that all-time high. I think that's a good trade. MicroStrategy, this is what we've been waiting to break out. Lower low. It just seems like every market is hitting kind of, I don't want to say a new October low, but it's sweeping low liquidity. Not just crypto. It's like everything is doing it. SNEC, rejecting from that 1/10 of a penny. Not very interested in SNEC personally. Total. What's interesting here, look at the difference between total crypto market cap and Bitcoin. This is showing me, just looking at this, that dominance is not done. Dominance is not done. The equivalent here, remember, basically right here is where that long is that isn't filled yet. Dominance already broken past that level, already reaching lower towards what, the 15th wicks. Bitcoin dominance not done in my opinion. FTM, little scalp long filled, that might get stopped. 68 cents, that was resistance. Looking at support. We'll see how that daily settles up. I probably would jump out of that position if today closes down. 56, still that stronger support, untested, that we were looking for, I don't know, since September, something like that. Ethereum just cannot catch a break, bro. I'm glad I sold my Ethereum. And now that I've said that out loud, Ethereum probably the bottom is probably the bottom is in for the week, or for the BTC pair. Now that I said that I'm glad I sold it. TA slapped here, man. Descending channel, you fell out of it, back tested it. FBTC hitting a lower low today, putting in a new multi-year low. I should have sold all of it. Nah, I sold most of it. More than half, but not all of it. You've got some strong support on FBTC down at the 0.31 range. I'd probably be a buyer again at 0.2, 0.26. Somewhere in here, looking for Ethereum to bounce. I have a hunch, and it might just be a hunch, and then hunches aren't always great, that this will end up playing out something like this. Lower highs, higher lows. That is my hunch. Mail must be here because Professor Beans is boofing. USD reaching back to that previous weekly open, 2,466, currently hanging out at 2,500. Have not had great things to say about Ethereum for a while. That's some market structure break in there. There might be a long though at 2,440. Well, boring. PopCat, another one of those charts that just like isn't really following the rest of the market the same way, at least for now. Has not broken 150 meaningfully, but also doesn't seem to want to reject from there. An entry at $1, probably a very clean play. But it's fighting. It's fighting not to do it. RSI hanging out very bullishly in above the 50 line. Finding support around 55 on the daily RSI. This is, again, I'll say PopCat and Sol are my two for today that I'm not necessarily buying right now, but I also would not look to take a short position against them. They both just have too much strength. We'll see if if PopCat falls, hits $1, comes back up, maybe gets rejected at a lower high. I might look to short it then. But at the moment, these are kind of either just no trade for me, or maybe you look a scalp long with like a tight stop, but that can get very dangerous very quick. AMP was a really good chart from Monday. I always hate doing it. I hate when things are pumping and I got to be like, guys, that was the theme on Monday. Things are pumping, but we're right at resistance. All the alts have pushed up to resistance. And while I said this, I was wrong. I think they're going to keep going. I don't take longs at resistance. I don't take shorts at support. You gotta play trades the logical way. AMP hit that resistance, half a penny. Already looking to fill that long. I'm not feeling as confident on it. But that's a pretty damn big short, man. 25%. A 25% short in the course of just under 2 days. We'll see if it can hold here for the long position, but I don't know. I might take them off. This is kind of the bigger projection I'm looking for AMP. Come back to what looks like demand line, something like that. Slowly inch back up. Target that 008-ish area. One more chart and then we're going to take more requests. Actually, technically, it's two charts. Technically. Gold. Has gold topped out? Did its top get blown off? It's possible. I wouldn't call it yet, but it's possible. We were talking about this on the last stream. Gold was reaching up. It actually hit a higher all-time high today. Maybe it is a little more blow-off toppy than I thought. Hit a new all-time high today, 2,758. Harsh rejection. Harsh rejection for new all-time high. Down 1% on the day. If gold starts to trade below 2,700, which is very close to price, we're looking for a back test of this crazy decades trend line. If it can hold support there, and there is reason to think that. You have an order block, you have some visible resistance, there's liquidity there. If bulls can hold, I think it's roughly 2,660. If they can hold that, I think gold, I've been saying this for a while, is going to enter maybe a new kind of price action phase. I don't know how long it'll last. It's gold. It could be decades. But I think it will move very differently than what we've seen over the last few years. I think it's going to move more parabolically if it can hold that level. If it fails, I think it settles back down and it just resumes the gold moves, right? For those of you wondering, that ascending trend goes all the way back to 1980 to 2021, and price has just interacted with it for the first time in like 40 years. Well, 10, 15 years. Monthly isn't giving us the sign that it's over yet, but I'm watching gold very closely. There's something going on here. I've never seen it move like it's moved. If it rejects, probably going to spend a long time hanging out around 2,400. 2,400, maybe down as far as 2,000, really just playing out that same gold pattern that we've all come to hate and know. Yes, let's go. I've burned enough time. Let's see if I got filled. Not quite, baby. $24,000 about to be filled long here. Pray for me, fam. Pray for me. I think if the stop loss hits, I lose like $500. It's not that big. Just wanted to open a big trade because I haven't in a while. This is on FEMX, by the way. Link should be in the video description below. If you sign up with any of the partners in the video description below, including our sponsors, Lux Algo, Meta Signals, FEMX is in there. You'll get access to our private exclusive trading group in the Discord at discord.gg/TomCrown. And you're edging me further, Bitcoin. 1 minute starting to look better. Maybe, should I move it up? Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. You're right. I know nobody said that, but you're right. Let me refresh the chat. I did a nice little rant there. 2 o'clock, we've been live about an hour. You can hear the drums beating, Tonzi. For which direction do they beat? It's the wars. Gold always does good in times of war. Well, here, Randy, I will counter you. Feel free to counter my counter. When have we not been at? When has the world not been at war? Certainly our entire lifetime. When have we known peace? Sure, we don't have, like, I don't know, in the US, boots on the ground conflict, but like humans have never known peace. The last time we knew peace was probably when there were so few of us, we just never ran into other groups of people. That's probably the last time we knew peace. Is what it is. Verhoofdiflufen. Anyone care to suggest where you might learn the fundamentals of trading? My friend, our playlist on this channel. The #1 free trading course in all of the universe. Brought to you by Tom Crown. That's right. We never will. I pray that we will. Bitcoin is anti-war. If Bitcoin becomes a bigger part of the world, which we have seen it do year over year over year, we may see a slowdown to war, to conflict. We got to make it unprofitable. That's the secret to everything. You have to make it unprofitable. Though I don't think war really is that profitable anymore. We don't really take resources when we fight them. We just like kind of kill each other for a while. Weapon manufacturers make a bunch of money. And then, I don't know, we just fight them forever and no one ever wins or loses and nothing is won or lost. There's no spoils. Maybe I just hit it on the head. Maybe we just need to get rid of the weapons manufacturers. Maybe we just need to make that like not a private business. Like military level. You can still have like Smith & Wesson making guns. I don't know. But like, maybe that's it. I believe it's possible, but I'll agree with you. It's not very likely. The higher the dollar goes, the faster it will fall. I hope so, R.S. Miller. What's up? Crypto needs Red Bull. Can we look at Vanry, please? What's that? Describe to me what it is. That's our new test. If you want to look at some coin I've never heard of, tell me why you like it. Tell me why. Is there something on the chart or something about the project? Let me know. What's up, Gonza? Where is the resistance before we pump back up? I'm praying right here, man. I'm praying. It is right here because I got this fatty trade going. I do feel less confident in it because it got so close. And now it's hanging out, kind of hovering just slightly higher. I am a little less confident that it fills in bounces. Had it not stopped there, filled it, started to wick, I'd be like, this is a winner. We'll see. We'll see. It's a calculated risk, calculated trade. Win or lose, that's just how it is. Remember the 40Ks? Amen. The 40Ks. Honestly, the 40Ks were bad in 2021 or 21, 22. They were bad. Right here. All of this. This was pretty bad. But if you look at it, really, that's from 50. Let's say from 50 down to 40 flat. If you look at it, it's nowhere near the amount of time we've spent. In fact, you can make an argument to say that the 40Ks are some of the least tested numbers on this chart. I don't like that I just said that out loud, but some of the least tested. You go back to last year and this 20, 25 to 30, we spent forever here, spent almost a year here. You go back 20 to, let's call it 17, 15, spent about a year there. Go back to the previous, ooh, I got filled. Did you hear that? That was satisfying. Oh, I got filled and I might be getting wrecked. My stop coming in hot. Ooh. Whoo-hoo. Let's go, boys. 25,000. It gets us $24,000. Long just filled. Not stopped yet. I'm knocking that wood. I was talking about this range. Let's say 6,000. Dude, this was forever. We traded at 6,000 forever. That was the most brutal. 40,000 though, weirdly, kind of the lesser traded. You can even see here in February this year, just shot through the 40s. Kind of hung out. Yeah, hung out early in the year, but that's only like 3 months. I think the 40s is like the least tested of the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s. Maybe that's just my opinion. Let's zoom back in because my uber big long just filled and I'm already getting riggedy wrecked here, boys. Already getting riggedied. Hold up. Our size floored. That 1 minute skunked me out. That's okay. That's okay. Damn, dude, this RSI is just hammered. Hammered. This long, it's not looking as good. Not looking nearly as good as pre-stream when it was like charging towards it. And I was like, ah, it's going to be perfect. 65.3, and I can hear the sounds of me losing money in real time. Now down $100 on the position, which isn't a ton, but it's a good amount for how many seconds have passed here. I have to refresh this. It's not working. Good amount for how many seconds have passed. Not that many. I'm losing like over $1 a second, maybe. Yeah, 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'm losing about $1 a second. Let's go. Let's do it. Stop going down. Stop it. I'm going to put an alert at 65. Bitcoin taking the spooky dump here, which apparently is making 37% of people who voted in our poll happy. Well done. Well done. Could you take a minute, guys? Hit those like buttons. Tickle these hearts. Man, we have had like no new subscribers. That's wild. We started the stream with like 132,920. We got 11 new ones. Usually we got a lot more. I guess retail's not here. It's all right. It's all right. We'll make it through. But if you do subscribe while we're live, this will roll over in real time and your name will pop up on the stream. We'll shout you out. Like, let's just see this guy. Daniel Brown. How you doing, Daniel Brown? Johnny also subscribed earlier. I caught you. Look at prop C, RWA narrative. Are you the guy who was yelling about RWA in the Discord? There's some guy yelling about RWA. That's all he would say, though. He'd just say RWA. He had no details. How about Beam? We could look at Beam. That was a top gainer. RIP Bitcoin. I guess it's over, Weasley. It's only worth 65,400 a coin. I don't even want it. I don't even want it. It's not 100,000 a coin. I don't even want it. Liquidity to be taken at 64.7. All right, well, we're getting a little pop. I like that 1 minute. I like that. I didn't see that coming, man. Nothing on those indicators was telling me that. Of course, they will now because you have this big candle. But I didn't see no signs of that reverse. This might end up being a badass trade, yo. Let's see. We just got to pop through. We got to pop through our entry. That's it. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a little bitch, Corn. Do it. Okay. 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 You don't want to do ticks? Do seconds. Damn. 0.2% in 1 second on that candle. That's pretty spicy. Stops hit. What do you think? Am I in trouble? Should I panic? Should I change my plan? Check out CoinGlass here. How is fear and greed still so high? After yesterday's close, how did it not move down? Y'all too greedy. Funding rate, what do we got? What do we got? Crappy bearish funding. Pretty neutral, but not the bullish funding I was hoping for. Liquidation heat map. Binance. Looks like Binance. Did you just sweep it? Did you sweepy? Are you sweeping, son? Have you sweeped? I got licks at 65.1, 65.2. Nothing down here in my liquidation. All right, all right. Can't hate that. Let's look at the week, though. This map gets so buggy with the current candle. CoinGlass people, if you're watching this stream, and I know you are, CoinGlass people, please, for the love of God, add like 1 or 2 blank candle places ahead of the current candle. For God's sakes, please. This is so triggering. It's so annoying. All right. Not a lot of leggies. Not enough. Dirty White Boy subscribe. There he is, my friend. Dabic also subscribe. Welcome, fam. Elon is covering up the Tesla results with Bitcoin. Speaking of Tesla, maybe I'll pull up that chart. Maybe let the corn do its own thing. It's shy. I think that Tesla long got stopped. Nope, didn't get stopped, but not looking so hot. Tesla with that lower low after dropping earlier this month. Hitting that lower low, baby. Man. $200. So this long might be bonk, but I think you get another shot. I think there's definitely another kind of same risk to reward. This is a 15-to-1, by the way. So the probability of this playing out to be profitable is like, it's got to hit like 1 in 15. 1 in 15 trades. That's like a less than 10% win rate. So I don't have high hopes that this will win. But if it does, it's going to be monstrous. The smarter trade, especially if you haven't used this, is to look at that 200 week. We had a pretty slick trade off of that last time it was tested. We'll see if she comes again. Yeehaw. Is Tesla dying? I don't know, man. Tesla, I'll be real with you guys. You have watched me, some of you, for 5 years. And over those 5 years, my opinion of Elon Musk has changed so much. Like, it was incredibly positive. It's become less positive. It doesn't matter. But I've also seen what I feel like is a shift in the whole company. I don't know if it's directly from Elon Musk or what, but do you guys also get the vibe that over the last year, maybe 2 years, Tesla's whole company just kind of seems to be like memes and AI generated stuff? And I say that when it dumped on the 11th, they had their robo-taxi, whatever thing. And like none of that shit worked. And it wasn't even like that it kind of worked, but it wasn't there yet. Or like, that's a prototype and it's got bugs. No, it was just like a controlled robot with a remote. Like, it just seems like they're moving away from what I loved about their company, which was real innovation, real progress. It didn't seem like profit seeking. It seemed like innovation seeking. And I used to say things along the lines of Tesla's one of the only valuable companies in the US, in my opinion, because they're actually progressing humans, right? It doesn't really seem to be the case anymore. At some point, it along the way, and maybe this is just my own opinion, at some point along the way, it seems like they've lost that. And just like memes and AI generated images, it's very wild. Like that robo dog, and I was like, dude, that's 100% from ChatGPT. Like that's not a real thing. I can also generate images on ChatGPT. That doesn't mean that I'm a profitable or valuable company. I don't know. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe they'll come out with something dope soon. But like, I just don't feel it. I don't feel it anymore. NASDAQ down, along with the rest of the markets. It's a market-wide sell-off right now. This is 2%. Well, it is a scary candle. You got some support here. You got some support at about 20,000, 19,966. The problem with this support, and you can see this is a true support level. It acted as resistance, gapped up back in June, hit a higher high, fell down, rejected, higher low, broke through. Here's my problem with it. On the day, you have brutalized that support. Yes, you've hit a higher high after that, But you brutalized it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. You tested 20,000. After all that like absorption of selling, you weren't able to break an all-time high. You still hit a lower high. I don't have strong confidence that this holds on the next test. It might. It might do the same thing, right? It might do something like that. But I don't have strong confidence. If this was like, if this hadn't happened these 5 days, you came up here, tapped it, that would be beautiful. And I'd be like, that is an all-time high setup. This to me does not look like an all-time high setup. I don't really know what this looks like. It looks like maybe a lower high. $19.966 though. I think that's up. I think it's getting tested either way. We'll find out if it holds. Where are my indicators? Do I not have any on here? Let's just throw RSI. You are painting bullish divergence on your low. That's not enough for me, especially when it's selling off like it is right now. Weak money flow. Yeesh. Damn. I like the way Bitcoin, I'm starting to like the way Bitcoin looks now that I'm looking at these other things. This is going there. Let's be real. Whether it's today or not, I have no idea. Very easily could be. Still dicking around, are we, Bitcoin? That long is in so much peril. Extreme peril. Down, ooh, nice. Only down $20 now. We were losing $1 a minute earlier. Now only down $20. Pray for me. Pray for my $25,000 long. FTM just hit your levels. Where's it at? Ah, all right. Well, I didn't even see you went. I didn't even see this. I'm guessing right there, 66.58 daily, right here. Unfilled. You do have another one at 63 and even another one at 60, which is why 56.8 is like my preferred level to look. Don't know if it's going to get there. It looks like a weak top to me on FTM. Called that top though. Let's go. Anything else popping? Popping. Reef. Reef. Reef's a shitter. Gold. Where is my blank one that I was just using? Here we go. Take a look at Reef. Yikes. Reef trapped under its 200 day after, I don't know what happened. Did we ever find out what happened there? Great analysis, sub. Thank you, 𝐂𝐴𝐳 Sona Wayne. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Reef, what happened? What happened with this? JPY USD new type. I'll look at that next. I bet it's doing something spicy. Trapped under the 200 after something. Now lower lows. This chart looks like a death. It looks absolutely crap. Looks like someone rugged into the liquidity. I'm going to JPY. Get JPY. Big dump coming, says Fed Bomb. Let's go. Let's go. Interesting. It's kind of weird. So, riddle me this. Back here, this was August 5th. This was when everyone got spooked. Almost every market dumped. Bitcoin hit its low for now, knock on wood. Right here is when it dumped the rest of the market. And that was on extreme strength there on the JPY. Today, JPY just broke low and speeding up that sell-off now. You can see in a tight channel, failed to break up, and now it just dumped down. Markets are also dumping. So what? How does this work? If the JPY trade when it moved up is a market dump signal, I guess it's also a market dump signal when it moves down. Does that mean we just needed to trade sideways forever? Is that what we're getting at? Damn, that broke a low. JPY, it's actually a very ugly high. It is a higher high slightly, so that's good. But like, this is kind of ugly here. You broke what I would assume is your last support from April of 1990. I mean, you might be looking for support from 1986 down just a little bit lower, but like, you don't have much after that. You broke it, and that's the response. You get this big V shape, you reject, and now you dump. This might be going to new lows. At least it's at 618. I'm going to put the alert just a little bit lower. I feel like you have to reverse here. It's like if this doesn't reverse here and at least move back to 0068, like this thing looks like death. Obviously, though, this is happening because we just looked at the dollar, and the dollar is taking absolutely no prisoners here. Already half a point above 104, seeking out that 105, man. This is pressure. This is pushing everything else down. Everything valued in dollars is seeing downside pressure from this. Oh no, low corn. No, did I get stopped out? Not stopped out yet, but now down 120 bucks. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. No. It's okay. I ain't betting the house on this or anything. Anything moving kind of interestingly, other than the corn wrecking me. Radium. All right. Baptisto. Radium. I don't even know if I have a radium chart. Is it Ray? Ray? Is Tom being stopped out? Oh, I'm about to be, brother. About to be. Okay, that was not the chart I was looking for. Radium. Oh, it was maybe. Radium. Ah, yes, I remember. You put this in our more exclusive area of the Discord earlier, and I commented on it. Yeah, Radium kind of doing its own thing. It's odd. A lot of the time in crypto, though, you'll see things doing their own thing. It'll be weird, but they just eventually fall back in line. This end up looking like everything else after enough time passes. Actually, I'm going to place it this way. Yeah, there we go. So not to kind of crap on your parades here, but Radium is directly at resistance. The things going in its favor, though, is one, you're above your 200. Beautiful. Also, you have tested this resistance on a monthly time frame. These ain't days, these ain't hours, these are months. 3 times, this is your 4th time. Each time that's weakened, that's a good sign. Your lows have been coming up. You might be looking at this, Mr. Baptiste. I don't know why I'm calling you Baptiste. It's because I've been playing Overwatch. Bad Baptist. Might be looking at this, man. Multiple tests of that flat resistance with your lows coming up. This is a good setup. Let's zoom in a wee. Good close. Still technically a lower close. 191. So many decimals. Why are you doing this to me? Kind of looks like Solana BTC in a way. Do you get that vibe? I know you're looking at Solana BTC, Bad Baptist. That kind of look like it. It's like a fall. You're like 618. Now you're just hanging out here, kind of flagging. Oh, is Radium on Solana? That could be related. That could be related. A strong daily close yesterday. Ooh, momentum rolling over. This is a hard sell, man. You're at resistance. At some point, resistance breaks if you test it enough. Is that now? Is the time now, though? I don't know. Let's look at our fib. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I can see that playing out. I mean, I can see it continuing to the upside. I could see this never filling, right? But for the moment, I like it. I like this. This is the day. 200 day right here. 177. Your 1618 retracing from your swing low to swing high. Let's get some moon targets to the upside. We could just use the deeper retracement on the macro. That's probably what we should do. Let's see if that lines up with this, though. All-time high. Bear market low. There we are. Yeah, I mean, there's Confluence. Interesting. There's Confluence there. You're at the 618, your 786, your next upside resistance. or next upside fib retracement, just under $6. I like that it lines up not only with that 786, but also with your 1618. I think that's the upside target. You do have $5 in the way. Maybe we'll just be like, maybe we'll be lame and just do $5. I can see that playing. Let me see that playing. 6 to 1 risk to reward. Damn, you can even get a 3.6 all the way down here. You get 3 to 1 with that big of a stop loss. That's wild. I would not take that big of a stop loss though. We'll leave it like that. I'm going to put an alert. $3.30. See that break? I think $5 is in your future. $6, very reasonable. Very possible. Hey, did I get stopped out? I didn't get stopped out. Ooh, ooh boy. Ooh, Nelly. They were coming for me. They're coming for me. My stop was not even 1% away. There we go. Now down $7. I like these candles though. Things are shaping up. Just get back above 65.6. Stop selling it. Stop selling it, Whales. You heard me. Knock it off. Get that shit out of here, man. 30-man looking to close, 5 minutes. Hourly looking to close, 35 minutes. Been live an hour and a half. I have gone all the different directions on this trade so far in the stream. Felt good about it before it filled. Felt bad about it once it filled. Feeling good about it again. Probably going to feel bad about it at least once more. It's bringing me through the ringer. What's up, Duckman? I see you subscribing. Do I think Sol will follow Bitcoin dump? Yeah, probably. Everything follow Bitcoin dump. Bitcoin hasn't really dumped yet, though. It's past mid-October, and we're still not pumping. I know, dude. I know. I know. Our patience is being tested so hard. So much. So much patience test. Let me get rid of this on higher time frames. Go. I thought I just got rid of that. Didn't work. Ah, yeah. Professor Beans is boofing. Our long is still live. Oh my. Oh my. Is the bottom in? Am I going to be a bajillionaire from this trade? Maybe. High time frame view. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, bestie car, we always start with a top down. Always start with a top down analysis. Always. Every day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. East, right here. I think we should maybe move that time up. I just have to figure out how to get up earlier. Monthly's still fine. Still 3.5% up for the month. Week. Right at the entry for this $25,000 long I might get wrecked on today. Maybe. We'll see. I'm hoping that weekly bounces it. Here we are. Zoomed out. Nothing really happening. I think what happened is we all got collectively, myself included, excited about 69 on the retaking the 200, moving back to the top of the range. It finally felt like all of the waiting was going to be over. But on last week's close, man, I said this on Monday. On last week's close, I was like, there's almost no way we're going to start green this week. It's too good. It's too strong of a candle. Beautiful close up. Really no top wick. Like, unless we were going to just blast to 100K in like 2 weeks, like just up, no down, we were going to get a red candle. You tend to see like good candle closes, whether that's to the upside or downside. You tend to see those signals fail when the market is chopping. Then when the market is trending, those signals tend to play out more. Just another element of being dynamic when you're trading. Yeah, let's look at some other random ass charts for y'all. Nice close in the 5 minute. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. That's my entry. Get out of here. Get out of my entry, dude. Let my trade run. I'm going to put this in the exclusive private trading group in Discord real quick so I don't forget. I don't think I've ever done Ray. There we go. What do we do next? Tell me things to pull up. I and J? Sure. There we go. Jizzle. Ooh. INJ seen better days. Rejected from the 200, rejected from the 200, despite Bitcoin moving above. Still relatively flat top, ascending lows for now. If INJ trades below 1850, this chart does not look as good. Golf, I could see this play. If INJ does keep selling off, does go below 1850, you do have this open candle here from last month, 1725. Could look for a long there. Like that. Keep that higher low because you break this. You're not really looking at that same pattern. 2.5, 32% upside, 12% drawdown. Looking at 17 up to 22.89. I'm going to put that one in there too. I like that one. I like that one. What's next? Hello, everyone. How you doing? 2MTR Peter. What's up, Salim? But it's breaking out in the HTF. What is? What about Jasmine? We look at Jasmine, and I swear just every time I look at it lately, nothing has happened. ICP, I'll do that. I'll do that. I got you. I got you, Pooski. ICP again to our entry. Dude, I do not like this chart. Again to our entry. 18 cents again. Ooh, the short played. That short played nice. The short TP was at a penny. However, right there, right now, not a bad place to look to close that short. In fact, I want to say we have another long there. Yeah, right there. Tickling our long once again. Does look a little weak on the day. What's your price target for the long you just took? I don't have one actually yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. I will. This just doesn't look great to me. Maybe, I don't know. It could be just a flag, right? It could all just resolve as a flag. I don't want to see a trade below 15 cents though. Hit 15 again, things look real bad. Starts looking like Bart Simpson, middle fingery. Cody at the bottom of the range. All right, we'll look at Cody. We got to pull up ICP though for Vivi really quick. ICPeasels. I see you, Peasels. Internet computer. 755 hit. Was that today? No. Lows coming up. This is more of a bear flag than a flat top, in my opinion. It is directly underneath previous support. This is really not the best setup. But I do see the potential for what, 975? 975. Move back to the top here, 200 day right there. It's been a while since it's tested its 200 day. In fact, you could see it lost its 200 day and then just dumped. You could see that. Gotta like reverse engineer this to get a good TP at 2 to 1. You can see that on ICP. Boom chart. You're a boom. You're a boom. What was I just? There was one more I was gonna do. Cody. Yeah, he said Cody. Let me see. Is it as spicy as you claim? Bottom of the range. Yeah, not looking great though. Today rejected from the 200 again. Bottom of the range, meaning retesting the same support. I don't like that. A lot of these charts do not look good. Of course they don't. We have a red candle today. Everything gonna look bad. 8 cents. If you're bearish on this bish, 8 cents looking pretty slick. I like that. 8 cents. 11. Low, lower low, higher low, higher high. Even at 8 cents, you still have a higher low. You might not get there. I don't know. A lot of these charts I'm not loving today. I like 8.03. Worst case scenario, I guess, is you don't fill. I'm gonna set an alert. I think that 13, I think this double top here gets retested at some point. But you could do it like this, right? You could do it like that. You lose your low here, you're just in Dumpsville. You do not want to be back down there. Even 8 cents is kind of cutting it. Kind of making it a little sketchy. Heard some good stuff about them Tom Crown streams. Well, I think we've done thousands of them. NASDAQ still dumping. Let me see. Yeah, well, looking for 19,966. It does look like it's coming today, doesn't it? Oh, my long is in profit. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, it's going to be like $2 in profit, but like, whoa, let's go. We are now up. Oh, how the tides have turned. We are now up $40 whole. Woo. Woo. Don't get too excited. Trading on Femex, by the way. Links in the video description below. Much wow. What are you looking at, Pickle? That's down 60% from March highs. Yeah, it is. Pickle, what are you wowing at? Or was it sarcastic wow? Do I own Doge? Doge X? I am the original Doge guy. There's that Slum Doge Millionaire, whatever guy. Dude, that guy was so much later than I was to Doge. I was preaching Doge the same way I preach Litecoin. And with this, it was met with the exact same hatred as I met today with Litecoin. 077. Looking good. For Bohm, what do you got on that month? Nothing. That's a pretty gnarly top wick, though. It's kind of brutal. Ooh, just started its 200 day. Little bull div on the low. Yeah, this actually is not faring very bad today. It's gaining against Bitcoin here. It's only down 1%. 0.5 retrace. There it is. There it is. Don't know if this will come. This could just be a flag and it could just fly off. But if it does move down to 008, it's probably something here. Probably a play to be made. Even just back to what? Just under a penny. You get a 3.5 to 1. A lot of downside targets today. But they're optimistic downside targets because they're longs. Do you use logarithmic or regular charts? Logarithmic, my brother. Always log. That's just how I do. I think Elon will do something about Doge now? Not at all. Why blue t-shirt, Tom? Why not red, little fox? It's Meta Signals, baby. One of our sponsors. Great algorithmic trading signals. Do I like Ponk? I mean, I don't know any of this shit, but let's look at the chart. I'll give this to Ponk. This is different. It does not look like every other chart we looked at. For one, the low is in September, not August. Weird. Ooh. Ooh, maybe I do like Ponk. Maybe I do. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, back test of the neckline. You're moving up. Kind of like that. Nothing a month. This could look worse. So I don't like this, right? I like that it's different looking than all the other charts that we just looked at. But I don't like this. This looks like it's going to do the exact same thing again. Right? But I do like kind of the bigger picture here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, break, back test, look for a run. Say 50 cents is a decent target, but you need the right entry. I'm actually going to be a little contrarian here. I wanted to say 38, but maybe we target down here. Maybe. And we take 50. That might not be bad, though. That might not be bad at all. If you're looking for a scalp, of course, you could move that entry up to 38 instead of 33. That may never come, but I just like how this 200-day is right at its 618 retracement. You can see that it actually acted as resistance on the 7th of October before breaking higher. The only thing I don't like is just literally this. This, to me, looks just like this. It looks like almost every ascending channel we've seen. It's not a guarantee, but I like the confluence here. This would be a good trade. If like you have to take a trade on BOEM, right? Because you're FOMOing or whatever, then I don't know if that trade's for you. But if you're just a trader, like a lot of us here looking at charts, that's not a bad setup. It's actually one of the cooler ones because almost every other freaking setup has looked exactly the same. What is XCN? I don't think I've looked at it. What's up, Victor? Victor. Ooh, that wick is disgusting. This chart is disgusting. I do not like this chart. I almost want to refuse to look at it. This chart is either gonna just continue to break all-time lows, or it's like, it's one of the craziest upside gain potentials. I'm gonna lean in the direction of it looks not good. But I mean, you do have a lot of ups. You have a long upside, even back to kind of, I don't know, your 618. You're at 0013. Back to the all-time high, 14,000%. It's kind of why I don't think it's going to happen. Back to just the 618. 1,500%. Do this. Do that. Got a rejection there. Rejection there. That top wick is wild. That's a wild top wick, man. Maybe the positive takes on this are still cheap, hasn't run. Negative takes, there's no guarantee it will ever run. Maybe also positive take, there's a lot of upside room potential. Haven't quite hit it yet, but maybe looking for that monthly support that's been tested a bunch. Maybe you're betting that that wick is still a higher high, that this is going to start trending up. And that wick's at 1 cent. Okay. Hard to place the stop. Something like that. I don't like it. There we go. I'm going to set an alert though. Could be interesting. Jupiter. We looked at Jupiter. We looked at the Jupster. Gonna see how today closes. Gonna see today's close. We hit 1 cent. It was our upside target. We didn't get filled. But I'm waiting, man. If today's day closes above a penny, I think you start looking more upwards. If it doesn't close above a penny, I think you're just still trapped underneath the same resistance you've been trapped under. You're just gonna keep grinding the sideways. Medusa. ILV open. Cetus. People ask about Cetus like almost every time I do these. We've looked at it a good amount recently. Oh yeah, I didn't update on Atom. We looked at Atom on Monday because it was the biggest gainer, and we scoped out a little trade potential. It didn't quite fill today, I'll be honest. Price traded $4.56. We were looking for $4.54. 2 effing pennies off. So much. I bet on other exchanges it hit. We'll see. Adam's still not doing anything. Oh, my $25,000. So you just tuning in. You probably missed a live fill here. One of the biggest positions I've taken live in a while. Just felt like it because all my positions got closed recently. $25,000 long. We are now a whole $71 in profit. 3% up. Let's go. Let's go. It's probably just going to get knocked down there. But still holding on. We're holding on. Soul. What are you doing, buddy? Soul with a flag up here, actually, not bad. Not a bad look. Broke resistance 162. Now flagging out above resistance. Soul may have more upside in the near future. SEI, I haven't looked at SEI in a while. You don't have to keep timestamp pickle, even if you even are still. Ooh. Interesting. Today, SEI tested that 200-day. A lot of altcoins in these flags. Kind of these uneventful, low volatility, chilling flags. Kind of like that it's at the 200-day. Has a nice bottom wick on it. Showed buyers were there. You got nothing on this chart though, dude. Holy shit. Talk about an inefficient chart. What a shitter. What a shitter. Only up, only down, only up now. Now you're indecisive. You got support at 28 cents. You got resistance at 46. You're right around there. And 83. But in between there, there's nothing. Just like an inefficient chart, it looks like. This could just be a flag. Above what? Like previous resistance, maybe? Nah, I don't like this. I'm not a huge fan. Let's just mark out 50 cents. We don't need none of these decimals. For SEI, I could see a long from 39, just under 40, maybe 40 cents flat. Taking it to 50. I could also see a short from 50. Looking to take that. I guess if the short hits first, it's still 17%. Maybe looking for that. 3 to 1. All right. You can see this. I'm hesitant to do that though, because then you're under the 200 and that does not feel like a good time. 4 to 1. Not bad, not bad. I don't love that chart. What else? What else you got? Throw them at me. What's up? Join Sammy 110. Victor Blendrin subscribed. Anon, I didn't even see it. Anon Solaris got the membership. Cheers, darling. Cheers. 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. Talking about coins. Oh, what was I just talking about? XC, whatever. Here you go. This chart looks worse. This is ridiculous. It's like virtually at all-time low. I have to see if there's more history, because maybe that's not accurate. Nah, that wick's not real. This wick's probably real. That wick, I don't trust that wick. $30, $29. I mean, that's like the last thing you got. What I see here is a fall, a rejection, a fall, and now like a bear flag. However, you have not had like a real bounce. You've had a rejection. Just haven't had much kind of liquidate the shorts, right? You've fallen, you're almost like you're at multi-year lows. You're very close to your all-time low. Going long seems like counterintuitive. Going short seems obvious. So I feel like this bear flag breaks to the upside, even if it does want to go down lower. Where might that be? I mean, if you want to cut it really close, 44. You do something from like price, market. Like that. That's very, very tight though. Where are you coming? Where are you going to, 200? This chart, I do not like this chart either. There's a lot of charts I don't like right now. I did not expect to see one like this, like at all-time low. That's pretty wild. That long might be able to be taken to like 56. 618 looks like your 200 is going to meet it. If I was going to do that, though, I probably would have to have a bigger stop. You know what? Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Something like this. I don't know. I hate both of those. Bring me charts I like. Stop bringing me charts I hate. I'm just kidding. Stay solid. I missed it. It just refreshed. That's one dead looking coin. Yeah, dude. Makes me feel a lot better about Litecoin. Soul's a beast. Yes, dude. Soul might be. It might be looking to make a move sooner than I expected. Earlier in this stream, if you had asked me, will Soul make a move to the upside today? I've been like, meh, probably not. But I kind of like what's going on here now. Perfect bottom touch, moving back up, flagging above previous resistance, acting as support. Maybe our take profit will finally hit on. We've had this long forever. Forever. In fact, we first placed this long, I want to say back in April or March. Never quite hit, right? Working its way up. $200 will be the next upside target for Soul if it keeps running. You're a legend. You're a legend, Corny B. Appreciate you, man. Make sure you guys have hit them likes and subscribe buttons and join the Discord. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on it. Did I cover ILV? I did, and I really like it. Still have it pulled up. I'm going to set an alert right here. Might be interesting at $30. This thing has to have just like a dead cat bounce at some point. That's how I feel. What's up, Ahmad? SUIAAVE. Solana. Your name just reminded me of the chart I forgot about. We got to look at this. Silva. Finally at $35. That only took forever. We first started charting this out, I want to say in like 2021, 22. It's been like years waiting for $34, $35. We have already back tested 28, so I might not be as confident in the return to 28. Might just be a return to 30. But I think silver is heading up. I think it's gearing for $50. Hasn't that happened? Hasn't silver like broken out during every financial crisis? 1980, 21, or 2011. Silver is beasting, dude. Rejecting from resistance, like right on course, man. Right on course for the silver. I have to put a new alert for it. There it is. Sylvie. Bitcoin making my long. Tia. Yeah, Tia. Tia was doing something. Kinda doing something. Higher lows, higher highs, lower high. I was going to have Tia because it was like a bigger gainer today, but it's already settled back down. Glad I didn't. Okay. Did already hit its last month open. That's cool. Fibs are not really fibbing well. Order block right here on the month. 950 to 1050. Closed. I think I could do Tia this way. Just like that. Yeah, that looks good. I think you get it at 530. I think you can get it. I think you can target 950. We'll see how that plays out. Solana. Go up because I want green candles. Lumia. What is Lumia? We already looked at SEI, Andy. Your average margin generally? I have no idea. CAV. AAVE was doing stuff, and it kind of settled back down. And the great altcoin rotation continued. 128. 56. 200. You got support at 128. Yeah, resistance 156, 200. I think a shot at 128 might make sense. This is the trade of the day, man. We're just like kind of put in the same trade, looking for those monthly supports, targeting upside monthly resistance. Brain dead. Flagging. A lot of these alts selling off from resistance, but not breaking lows. It's not that bearish. It's actually pretty good. Let me check back on the corner quick. We've been live 2 hours. Of course we have. After that spooky wick and a $25,000 long filling live on stream, we are back, baby, on a green hourly candle, looking for a potential bullish engulf in the next 5 minutes. Of course, we have 66K probably to contend with. That long, though. Let's go. You guys saw it. You go back to the beginning of the stream. This wasn't filled. We didn't change it. Now up $127, $130. I'm rich, boys. I'm retiring from the streaming game. I'm rich. Keep going. Keep going, Corn. Looking for an intraday short on XRP. Good luck. I mean, dude, it's hard to short or long a stablecoin. What silver chart is referenced? I have no idea. CFDs on silver. US dollars per ounce. Has it dumping to 33 and change already? It did. 33.58 right now. When we looked at it, it was 33. That's ugly. Higher high, break, below support. It's kind of ugly. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. Almost $200 up, even though price is only up $400. It's because it's like half a Bitcoin. All right, this is working out nice. I was a little sketched out. Then I felt confident, then I was sketched out. Now I'm feeling confident again, probably about to be sketched out again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just close at 66. Speaking of closing it, I probably should have some target, huh? Instead of just being a chode. 66.8. Barely a move. 67.3. That's probably not bad. 673. I may able to place that for now. Stop loss. Stop loss. I haven't traded on Femex in a while. No, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Take profit. But 673. What do I get? Nice $600 trade. Close half of it. Not happy with it. 674. I want more upside, boys. I want more upside. But I feel like I should just target 67.2 and be done with it. I'll put the TP there. 24% gain. I'll probably fiddle with that overnight. Probably fiddle with that. All right. Alrighty, right. It is 3 o'clock in 2 minutes. Let's check out this hourly candle. Nice bullish engulf after filling our order live. Let's go. Smash the like button. Subscribe, join the Discord. There's a lot of messages being spammed at you at once. Sign up with our partners in the video description below, and you'll get into our private trading group on Discord. It's exclusive, it's private. The only way you can join is by signing up with a partner. It doesn't have to cost you anything, though. You simply can have an exchange account, deposit it, and it's valid. You don't have to trade. But you should, because that's how it supports the channel. You should check out our trading course in your free time. You can go back. There should be some timestamps here on today's live. I'll be updating you guys in Discord how everything goes, what I decide to do or not do, or change or not change. We didn't get to 133,000 subscribers today, but that's okay. We will. We had some issues going live. I think there's some issues even with this live still. Spice is coming, my friends. When things look the worst, the best times are just around the corner. We're going to be live again on Friday. You should join us at 1 p.m. East. I'll see you Friday. That's all for today, guys. Crown out. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. Oh, Moggy, I missed your super chat. $2. Thank you for the 300 likes, 700 people. Smash it. You're the best. New type, I missed yours as well. Meneki. I can catch you on Friday. Michael Norris, also Algo. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on Friday. If I miss your super chats, remind me. It's not a problem. That's all. Happy Wednesday, my dudes. Crown out.